Hello everyone, welcome to Sport in this hour. Now the 2024 Kay Motsepe Schools Championship Football National Finals were taking place on Saturday, 28 September in Rustenburg in the Northwest. The event will showcase the talents of under-13 boys and girls as well as under-19 boys from schools across the country. Teams will compete for a share of that large number of 8.6 million rand in prize money dedicated to improving school facilities, equipment and more. Hlompho Kekana, who went on to play for Sundowns, and Bafana is a graduate of this program and joins us live in the studio. Hlompho, thanks for your time. Appreciate seeing you.
Thank you so much for having me, Hugo.
So, some bend it like Beckham and others strike it like Hlompho. I mean, you were absolutely remarkable with those strikes. Did it all start at the Kay Motsepe Schools program?
Yeah, sure. It was a God-given talent at first, but as you grow, you start to perfect it. I always knew that I played the game differently, even when I was a kid. Growing up, going to a platform of that school tournament, which is Kay Motsepe at the time when they launched it, we were the first generation to play that.
When was this?
2004.
All right.
We were the two best schools from Limpopo, Class Motapa and my school, Dwashu High School. We managed to reach the semi-finals in the provincial level. We went even to the nationals in the second year. So that for me gave us the platform and even to realize how good we are at that particular age. And you grow in the stages, and I think it gave us confidence, to know how to compete with the rest of the country, even different backgrounds.
Did you play in the tournament towards the end of your schooling career?
Oh yeah. I was doing metric at the time.
All right.
And that was a nice feeling, because then you know that if you do well, people are watching, people will snatch you out of the team that you play for. Fortunately enough, I was invited to go play on a trial to Black Leopards that particular year. Apparently, I was very, very good. I don't remember myself. Yeah.
Well, if how your career progressed is anything to go by, it's certainly pretty evident that you were a talent. So let's talk about how this tournament has evolved over the years and how you think it assists in the development of young boys and girls.
I think the platform now has really gave a lot of youngsters the opportunities, and now what I like about this now, it includes everybody. Now the young girls, they can now participate in it, and the young boys as well, they can participate in it. Before, when it started, it was just an under-19 tournament, which really you think every person needs an opportunity to play in this kind of organization where you have been coached, you have been challenged, you have been participating against people who are maybe better than you are. So I think now this is the platform where every kid really deserves, and I love this about Salam and Kay Motsepe, to come and make sure that they give these youngsters a platform.
Now, you were about 18 or 19, obviously, when you played at the time.
Yeah.
We're talking about under 13 boys and girls that are playing, so a little bit younger than you were at the time. What's the sort of advice that you would give these young boys and girls who would like to pursue a career in football?
I think it's just to go out and play. As a young kid, just go and burn energy, man. Don't hold back. Don't, caught up in between too many things. When you decide you want to play sport, go out and play sports the best way you know how. And it will help you in not only in the sport level, but even take you to academically, and you'll think properly. You'll be challenged, and you'll think out of the box, because now you know how it means to participate and compete outside school. So that helps, and I believe kids will learn a lot out of classroom on a football field. So there is a balance that you need to just go and bend the energy.
Now, if we look at the support outside of playing at school or playing, for instance, in the Kay Motsepe Schools Championship program.
Yeah.
If where are the black parents? How do they assist? How do they support their kids? I mean, the honest truth is you go out there and the white parents are supporting their kids. What is it that black parents need to do in order to support their kids to pursue those goals, dreams, or ambitions?
I think as a black community, we need to start to be flexible in how we approach things. And I think I can speak for myself. When I was a 13, 14-year-old, my mother never used to come watch me play. She once watched me play as an under 16 school tournament. For the first time, she saw me playing, and she was like, "Wow, Papa, is that you?" Because from home, she just see a different kid.
Hlompho, what did that mean to you, though, for your mum to come and watch you in that match?
It's a special moment. I still remember every moment that I was doing there, and it urges me to do more, to impress her. And as a result, you're doing so much for the team and doing so much for your teammates. And it helps you, even in confidence, to express yourself even better, because then the people that you know are here next to you. So I think we need to take that model of parenting the kids, because it will help them in confidence in how they see life. For sure, it's not easy, because some of them, they are working away from home. But then it edges even the school teachers, to be present and to be, the parents of these kids, and they must make sure that they support them in every way possible to make sure that they are free in this platform to express themselves.
I'm going to talk a little bit about your career in a moment, but just one more thing for the youngsters. How important is focus? How important is it for them to almost try and block out the various challenges? I mean, there's social media, there are drugs, there are all sorts of things that young people are exposed to.
I think as a kid, you just need to realize the stage where you are as a person. I think when you are a kid, you need to be reminded that you are a kid. And I think in our parenting today, we should find a balance in allowing these kids to be on social media, and as well to be out there playing. Like I said, as a kid, you have to bend the energy, because if you don't bend the energy, you lose it elsewhere where it's not helpful for your life. But when you're out there playing, you then learn so much out of this. And I think, like you said, you asking about the growth and how it's gonna help in the future. It will help, because then you'll know the challenges, and at the same time, to block all these things that will distract you, is just to never to be too smart about life. Sometimes ignore certain things, and it will help you, because the more you don't know much about the outside life, it will help you to focus on one thing. And as human, a lot of people can't multitask. And imagine as grown-up, we can't multitask. What of the kids? So I think you need to, as a parent, try by all means, to set those targets for the kids to focus on mainly 2 or 3 things that will make sure that they grow mastering.
Hlompho, you've already shared one memory, and that's the memory of your mum coming to watch you play as a 15-year-old. But I want to go back to 2016, that incredible goal against Cameroon. Now, you were known as this individual who took great strikes from outside the box, or sometimes even in your own half. What was going through your mind when you scored that goal?
I think when you have done it over and over, you're no longer thinking about it. It's become something that is in you, and something that it works on more of your instincts more than anything, because you've done it over and over. So your muscle remember the moments. Muscle remember how you kick it from wherever you'll be. And again, it's the foundation that I've got since I was a kid. I always knew that I can do that. Then when you do it over and over, it becomes part of you. So with that goal, of course, after the match, it becomes something that is so scary for people to understand. Even the teammates will come and look at you funny, because it has never been done before. But because you have done it, you need to try and be in their level and their understanding, and be like, oh no, but I've done it at training, and it won't make sense, because that's a pressure match, and the people are watching, and everybody's watching. And yeah, for me, I think it goes down as the best goals that I've ever scored. And of course, the goalkeeper was not pleased with me, and they thought I was undermining his... and
I suppose you were.
No, I wasn't. It was just a spare of the moment where you feel like I can do it, I can score, and it's an opportunity that was granted for me.
Fantastic. Now, let's talk about how you've managed to keep in touch with the game post your retirement. I mean, you obviously still look good. You are still working out, I think.
It's a routine that you'll never, is not easy to break. But I love the game. I was obsessed with the game even since I was a kid. I used to have, photos of my childhood heroes on my wall. So that obsession carried me through. So I didn't know anything else but the game. And that's why even today, when I don't watch football, I don't feel okay. It's because I was addicted to that. It's something that I ever knew. And that's why maybe I did so much in the game, and I played so much, so many years in the game.
Yeah, no, as we draw to a close, just want you to touch on the current Bafana squad, their performance at the AFCON. What are your comments? How do you see the side? I
like the coach. I like the players that he continued to call into the Bafana team, and it's in a game of football. It's a consistency in everything that you do. The performance has to be consistent from the players. The lineup has to be consistent from the coaches. You and I, we can sit here to the whole week. We'll get things that we understand each other about. And that it goes to football. It's a game of reference. How we did certain movements last week, it has to come from that into the present one. So I think we stand a chance because we don't change the team. We didn't change the team that won us bronze in the AFCON. So I think this will help us to grow even further in our qualifications. Of course, we will have hiccups there and there, but they are fixable because the players that were there in the AFCON, they're still in the same players that are here. The coach has done a very good work, and I think I like how he managed his team.
Hlompho Kekana, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming onto the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Hugo.
And that's where we leave that conversation. England had David Beckham, Brazil had Roberto Carlos, South Africa had Hlompho Kekana.